Oh hi there big boys and welcome to my review of Unruly Heroes for Nintendo Switch and other consoles. This is explicitly for the Switch version. This is an action platformer with 4 different characters all with different abilities and fighting styles which you can switch between with dynamically in battle and platforming. It's pretty good. Main thing here is that they've all got special stuff they can do which one of the other all of the other characters cannot do. That's what I meant to say. For example, the guy with the long staff thing can not only does he have more AoE attacks rather than the other ones, which tend to be more close quarters, other than the second one, which I've forgotten the name of. And that character is good because he can also create on certain statues create a little long staff halo thing where they can walk across, and then that helps out with puzzles and stuff. You can't really play as just one character for the entire game. You have to keep switching, which is good. And yeah, although I gotta admit, some characters are explicitly just better at combat than others, it seems, but that again would probably make sense because you can switch at whenever you like. Combat's simple, but it's satisfying and does the job. It's, basically pressing square and triangle and then just pressing dodge every so often, but it makes for some interesting bosses. Most of the enemies are just the same with a bit too much health, I'd say. It does get a little bit annoying at times, but generally it's quite fun and would I actually looked forward to the combat probably more so than the platforming, weirdly, especially the bosses, which are actually quite good. The platforming is good, yeah. You just run around, dodge a bit. You get special mechanics and abilities that let you mess around with the game a bit. But yeah, it's good, and it's got a decent length of about 8 hours or 29 levels. Weird. I don't know why it's only 29. I thought it'd be 30, but no. Yeah, it's about 8 hours long. But it's a decent length, and there's other collectibles and stuff. Not too many. They're only one per level plus a load of coins, but still it's there. And I've just recently done an update to the game which added speedrun modes and stuff like that, which is always good. Well, I haven't played it because I beat the game the same day the update came out without me knowing, so that was a massive shame. But yeah, it's also got a local multiplayer PvP mode, which was confusing and seemed like an afterthought, but it's there if you want to play it. I played it with someone and it just seemed a bit awfully boring, and the combat just doesn't really work for multiplayer because it just doesn't work. It's just pressing the square button, spamming it really. The art and graphics, which is probably the main thing you'll notice, is that they're just phenomenal. Honestly, this game is constantly a joy to look at, let alone play, and it really does feel like a cartoon which you're playing. It's really quite impressive. So yeah, I definitely would recommend the game just for the art, honestly, because some of the environments are stunning. There's a lack of checkpoints. It's a bit weird. You basically get a checkpoint by going up to a checkpoint and then pressing the A button, except you can only press the A button and get the checkpoint when you've got enough of these artificial point things. And you seem to get them by killing enemies, and since some areas there won't be any enemies, you just can't get a checkpoint. It's weird. I don't know why they did that. And it can be rage-inducing when you're getting close to the end. You didn't get a checkpoint, and then you got to redo the entire level. But oh well. Here's probably my main problem with the game, really. There's certain gimmicky mechanics which just get far too much screen time, especially one about halfway through, which lasts about 7 levels, and it was like a boring mechanic, and it was fun for a bit. It just went on for too long, and the controls weren't very good for it, and it just got ugh. Yeah, I don't know why that was in the game. It really sort of not ruined it, but made it a whole lot worse, to be honest. But oh well, still it's a new mechanic, I suppose, and it helped break up the game a bit. The voice acting is weird, but it's funny and surprisingly fitting. It's all like over the top, and the final boss is, well, you'll see if you play the game. But the game controls well, the simple inputs, although there was one sort of thing where at the start of the game I forgot which button made the player dodge, which player switch character, and which button switched characters, because the left button, the top one, switched characters, whereas the other one on the right did the dodge, but it took me a long time to figure that out, because I don't know, it seemed odd for the switch characters to be set to L, and I mean I get it now, but I don't know, it just seemed a little bit confusing at first, but you get used to it, it's fine. Don't know. Other than that though, it controls completely normally, just combat, square and triangle, jump, yeah, air dodge as well. Dodge sort of interrupts most attacks and stuff, it's all fine. Controls pretty well. The story isn't the focus of the game, obviously, but it's there, and the dialogue is always interesting, especially this weird sort of fairy character who follows you around. And the player goes to many different worlds and environments, all which look absolutely lovely, and some which were just a bit had sort of stupid mechanics. But yeah, it's a good game. I really would think this is a good game. It ran perfectly on Switch as well. I'm pretty sure it ran at perfect 60 FPS as far as I'm aware. It looks amazing. So yeah, honestly, I have to recommend this game, Unruly Heroes, for wherever Switch mainly. It's where I got it. But You can get loads of places, and it's a really good game. Really would recommend this game. So yeah, thanks for watching, big boys. See you some point in time, and bye.